UNFI. Wire.
Wow, my streaming stopped. Sorry about that, guys.
IT. SMTC, UNFI, DKNG, LEE, INDCI, CVNA, TDY.
So we're at resistance if you're in the IWM on this pullback here. Lulu. That's the second time I heard that today. Oh yeah, this would have been a great trade. Oh man. On the daily candle off the 200, I don't think I ever caught that.
Iron.
We're at the 50 right now. It's not a very big spread on Tesla either today. I figured we'd consolidate, and that's about what we're doing. So I think I just got triggered on Boeing. Yep, I'm getting alerts. Morgan Stanley. And I just got a Tesla alert. So watch the 200 SMA for Morgan Stanley here. That's definitely a yin yang. Triple top break. Pivot point on the 24-hour period. That's right off the 200 SMA. And then this other one was Tesla. I think it's pulled back too. Not good enough
CVNA,
yet.
PEN, RH, DKNG.
Sit right above the 200 on it also.
HTGM. Lunru, CRH, ALLR, HCA.
These are weekly candlesticks. Every one of them been very bullish, and we're starting a new one. I think we're going to end up breaking out of that 250 this week.
Aeon.
If we can hold that support
Good
right
soul.
here on top of that weekly candle at 244.30.
BVS.
See how we pulled back to it today?
CTAS. Lunru.
What is that? 244.30. So if
AUID.
we pull this to the 1 minute, I bet you we're right on it. Yep. I almost came back and hit it this morning.
FNCAUD.
We called it out right here.
UROY. EXPI. AHI. MHUA.
AVGO. No, I haven't looked at it today.
ARCC.
Man, we missed that one too, didn't we?
ENS.
Oh boy.
FSLR.
Mike, Tesla, the 200 SMA. Randy, I think we're pulling back some.
Wire.
Anybody still in the SPX? What's the deal here? These things are cheap. We might have us a good lotto play. The 4325s for a scalp.
ALLR. Soul. BAC. Kazi.
Kathy, where were you last night? So this is the SPX. I just missed a good trade right there for 20 bucks.
AUUD.
Set alert for the triple bottom.
Lee. CTASLH. AUUD. Pen. MEDP. FNCH.
Damn. Huh.
EXPI.
There's 30 cents.
SEDG. Watt. EQIX.
Dadgum. Well, it left me.
Gooksel. MDLMN. AMZN. DKNG.
That's 105 to 150. I just wasn't fast enough to take the trade.
NRDY.
Ain't nice when you can take it down here off the 200 and run it all the way up.
Mo.
Yes, it is. Don't be saying no to me.
Lunru.
Amazon. So we got a double top on the 20-day up here on
GBCI.
Amazon.
Sophie.
127 resistance to break. 127. And support will be off this here
EXPI.
trend.
CHPT.
If you want to set an
Yeah.
alert.
DKNG. ALGN. CAR. RGEN. YS. YS.
Why are you being so hard?
AMZN.
Might have to go get me a new mouse.
Lunru. Lunru.
This thing gets pushed thousands and thousands of times.
SOXX. FNGU. ACHR. OCCC. ALLR. RH. FNCH. UROY. Hubs.
127.
FNCH. FNCH. FNCH.
Oh gosh. SPX at 155. Yeet.
DMDX.
Anybody take that trade? We're about ready to hit the triple top.
CVNT. LVWR.
I got 120 to 155.
CVNA.
There's your triple top right there, so it should stop right here.
EVGN,
160.
EVGN. CINT. CINT.
There's 40 cents. 400 bucks. Triple top exit.
AAPL.
Someone explain what happened here.
WSL. CRH. RKT. ADB.
Called this trade out here at the triple bottom.
NAMS. Gooksel. LED.
FNCH, now.
FNCH. 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 FNCH.
There's the second resistance that I called out right there. So that's the exit for sure, 180.
DKNG. LEDs.
I got that off this here trend line right here. See, this is an upward wedge.
Now.
And it broke out. So that support, that becomes support.
LEDs.
That trend line becomes a
LEDs.
resistance. Once it was support, it's extended out to a
LEDs.
resistance. So that went from 120 to 180 in 3 minutes.
LEDs. TTX. PCTY. AAPL. GWW.
So we took the trade.
GIs. CHPT.
As it come back and hit that trend line, that first one that I drew. Then it came up and hit that second one. That first one came from the top of that channel.
SFR. Googsel.
See how it became resistance?
MSFTS.
Resistance, 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 resistance.
Cost.
And you got the head, and then you got the shoulder.
UFPT.
So that's it. 205. Man, 220 to 205 in 4 minutes.
SFR. SFR. TTD.
What do you think about that, boys, girls?
SNCH. AAPL.
LX, LRXC,
SFR.
LRCX.
SFR.
Randy, did you take that
Wrong.
trade?
Team. WSO.
MA? Who's in it? Double top from
NFGTG.
Friday.
Cost. MSFT. EXPI.
Hell yes. Look at that.
Sophie.
We broke
CHPT.
resistance.
INTU. BLNK.
Well,
URNM.
you know what it's time for?
CLFD.
No, it's not time
TTD.
for that.
Beer.
No, it's not time for a beer. Can you hear my heartbeat? We're at 340. I'm up almost $1,000 on these soldiers. 350. $4. All out at 4. I'm getting out at the 3 soldiers. Boom. So we got 3 white soldiers exit idea. $120 to $4. Man. No. So we created 3 soldiers, 3 white soldiers. I talk about this all the time in the room. I'm going to show you the diagram. If I find them. Randy, that should have fed the whole family for a year. So when we're playing the 3 white soldiers, you got to look for that next candle that comes after that third soldier. Now this was on an hour time frame, so you got to trade it a little bit different. These are on 5-minute time frame, so we'll look at the 1 minute real fast. You got to watch these candles that come after it. Right now, that's a bear. That's a reversal candle with a doji, a hangman doji, which means it can come back down and hit this top part of this resistance, which now becomes support. But that's a bare flag right there and a bare candle right there. That's only on the 1 minute. If you look at the 5, you're still looking at 3 crows. So I'm going to set an alert back here on the third one to get back in the trade. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to overdo it. That was a nice trade right there. And I called that off on the 1 minute time frame. It's just beautiful how it pulled back like that, and then boom. This is it's a wedge. You got your higher lows here, which told you that it was time to go to town. 1, 2, 3. And your higher lows for the buy signal. Dang, this thing's still going. Fudge. It's only 340 though. Huh. It's losing steam. The option price. So set your alert. We're going to set it above this trend line. I'm almost ready to get a put.
FNCH PH BVS CVNA CELH GBCI CIA
Anybody capitalize on that trade? Pinocchio.
EXPI DKNG ABNB
No, I didn't have 100 contracts. I had 10.
IVDA TSLA CHTR Gooksel
Jimmy alerted this here reversal on the double bottom here on Tesla just a little bit ago.
ABGO SNTS CVNA
Mike scalped it for what? How many? 63%? Or was it all
CHPT
out? You swung that today.
BLNK DKNG
You swing it from the triple bottom
E2IX
on the
FNCH
the show.
ALGM
God, look at SPY.
CYBR LAD
We on fire today.
FNCH IVDH ADB CTAS
QQQ too.
INTU
Jesus.
FNCH
420. I'm gonna go get some coffee
FNCH
before I have a heart attack.
MSFT Goodsell FNCH
Can you believe that?
FNCH
This could be another $1,000 contract. $5 now. I just lost.
RNCH.
I just lost $1,000 right there.
APL.
$5.10 now. Okay. Shit.
Reg. CLH, Musa. Gua. AEHL. CELZ. 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 CELZ.
At a higher level.
Gentlemen and gentlewomen. Oh, wrong one. $43.50.94. Snake, breakout, pullback, boom. How I evaluate a trade. Adobe. Well, that's a VWAP chart. That ain't gonna work. Okay. Back at it again.
SBUX.
Starbucks.
INCY SDA.
This one's gonna break out soon. Well, maybe not. It's a descending pattern. Well, it's got some higher lows very much, a little bit. Who made money on the SPX?
ALDX, URNM, CRH.
Pinocchio, stop it. All you gotta do is follow me, brother. You'll make money every day.
AVGO. ASO. ASA. AUUD. NAMS.
No issue with what's going on.
SBUX. TDY. MSFJH. MDB. AMZN. TMDX, INTU. GWW. Lulu.
That's a real serious resistance right now. We've got
UPXI.
double top. We've got an inverse head and shoulders.
Saya.
This was a solid support at one time. So we're definitely at a resistance level right now to break. It might not go any higher
Lunru.
today.
CSL. Mu.
I'm gonna look at the puts.
ANB.
Let's see what we got on the 1 minute.
Corp.
Saints win it to 670 from $1.20. That's $550 a contract.
KO.
That's pretty.
SDA.
Hit that like button.
PCTY.
That was a pretty trade, wasn't it?
MSFT. KO. GIs.
Boeing.
MDB.
Pulled back to my support here at 221.14.
GBCI.
And we bounced up. Why airlines are bragging or
Gooksel.
bringing back
NFLX.
jumbo jets
AVGO.
so they'd be easier to shoot out of the air.
DFEM.
Boeing and AirNav Indonesia
FNGU.
partnered to improve traffic management.
CS. MSFT. SPSC. DIS. AKRO. LMAJU. Wire. Car. KO. TMO.
Unbelievable. And Spy, man. If I'd have kept all these calls today, I probably
EIGR.
have
EZGO.
had 20 of them down here. The Spies.
AMZN.
And they're now-
MGIH. Gooksel.
Oh gosh.
EQIX.
They didn't go up too much.
MSFT.
They're 212.
AGNB. AGO.
I'm surprised they didn't go up that much.
AAPL. MSFT. NFLX. Octo. CSCO. URA. GBCI. PSTG. Octo. 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 Elf. Octo. DLR.
You might swing some? Girl.
Oops. EXTR. FNCH. 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 FNCH.
Dang, you still holding them?
VCR.
I might learn a few things from you.
TSLA. FNCH. 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 ALCN pen.
Everybody was, I mean, there's,
IRNC.
I've been told that there were people who were very bullish in the market, and then I was told that there was a lot of
NSPR.
people that were
CLFT.
fearing the market this week. And I wasn't, but I figured we'd consolidate, but this is a pretty good Monday.
NSDX.
We kind of did, but we definitely broke out of. Jesus, I'm starving. SPX. Ain't that sad?
ALTR. ABNB, Musa. CRH. ADB.
It's 43.25s from 120 to
AVGO, QQQE.
830.
CLFD.
That'd have been 8,000.
FNCH.
I got lucky on that one.
FNCH. 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 Mu.
Hello, Jeffy.
Slab. CELZ. CELZ. ALXL. ABNW. WSO. Hub. ACN. XSD. ASML.
Golly.
DEC. Lee.
Woo! 1,060. I did it. $1,000. Almost $1,000 on a contract.
AMCN. BGKRW. SOXX. QQQ.
There it is. Come on.
PTN.
20 more bucks.
CCJ.
Boom.
QQQE. URI. MDY. Reg. JBS. ERNM. ABNB. SWBL. MGIH. FNCH. DIS. CRH.
Jeez.
AVGO. FNCH. MPWR. FNCH, MGIH, EPAM, ZBRA, MGIH, MGIH,
Jesus.
CAR, GTLS,
Gosh. That's just incredible. 500 to 1120.
MGIH, GQIX, JBL, MGIH,
Oh my.
Coup, ADB, DIS, B,
There's 500 more bucks.
XL, GWW, AAMCN,
Jesus.
SKYW,
Thousand more.
AGIH, Mu,
This is
Rock.
nuts. 1350 in 2 minutes.
VU,
ICSC,
CTYKTGIH, SNPS, IIPR, URGITMO, GTLH, EXTR,
Shit, I thought $300 a day was a
Zay.
gold mine.
MGIH, Retta, XSD, Aeon, ABNB, Red
Sue,
RH, Wire,
you gonna buy me a
FNCH,
boat?
MEDP,
I don't need no frickin' boat to catch a fish.
FNCH, FNCH, MGIH, ZJYL, AUUD,
Well, we busted the pivot point. Resistance. The next resistance is now, people that you've definitely made money today, throw in on the scanner.
CBRL,
Mike, you following this
Iron.
trade?
IVDA,
Oh, you already put it in there.
VRTX, MSFT, Roku, DIS, NFLX,
Yeah, Jim can't quit. Mike's already beat me to it. Scanner donation Jim.
MGIH,
Dube is
FSLR,
doing very well.
AUUD,
Dude,
FDA,
quit stop
TSLA.
giving away my secret.
ABNB, Levy, TSLA, Cost, TSLQ,
I might have to raise the scanner donation up to 20 grand.
AUUD, Plug, AUUD, CBRL, ZBRA,
Jimmy said we couldn't fight the bulls this morning.
CCJ,
Low VIX teases a false sense of
LBCI.
security. Intimate stock market turbulence looms in the horizon. See, everybody's talking
FHWZ,
very irrational right now because we've had a real good run. The S&P
SDA.
500 is trading near all-time highs.
Maps, Assay, SACH, DOCU. EXPI.
The put. See what holds us here. We're outside the VWAP box.
AIH. AIH. EQIX. ALVO. DOCU.
You're out Adobe. Green Machine has the next resistance at 433.38. MA printed his number. It's been a while since the SPX exploded by Sue.
SA. EXPI.
On a run like this, you've got to take profit.
GBCI. V.
You know, the fat cats might already know something about the numbers.
LEN.
YouTubers, did you get any trade off that there?
MX. MGIH. RGEN. CCJ. MGIH. MGIH. Sophie.
Filthy.
TRUP. TRUP. SDA. OMH. Team. SA. CHPT. ADSK. OMH. TRUP. EXPI. As so. CTAS. GBCI. OMH. Iron. Kachi. CCJ. CSSE. Lad. Glob. Octo, 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 octo,
Yeah.
octo, SNPS, SBAC. Car, PNPS, ABNB, OXM, Lee, Bio. GBCI. Kerr. CGNT. WST. MDJH. J. ABNB. Hub. DOCU. CCJ. SDA. UFPT. CBRL. SHW. MAPS. URA. CGNT. UNFI. ELF. OMH. GBCI. TDY. THS. OMH. 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 OMNXPI. ZBRA. FN. MGIH. JBL. Plug. Pen. Chris. Belf. SDAM. DOCU. PCTY. SPSC. Snow. AUUD. JHS. ABNB. Plug. NFLX. TLIS. OMH. DKNG.
Go get my coffee and a rip. Yep. How far out
FN.
should we do options and what
CBRL.
is the hold time? So if you're new to options, this is how I'm not very I try to get as close as
NYH.
this is what I do when I try to trade an option, Jeffy. And I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to it. So I look at the one that's closest to the money. I try to get it as closest to the money with the highest volume. And I like to look at the IV, open interest. And I like to check that volume out. I'm a volume price trader. So I try to look for the most volume. And when we did the SPX just a little bit ago, we did it on the same day. Now the other ones I won't do that when I'm scalping. The only one I'll do on the same day is the SPX. And you want to try to get it, see, this 43.25 was down here, the second one out of the money when I got into it. And it had one of the highest volumes on the trade. So when I got into it down here, it just kept going up and up and up from that lotto number, which was right around 120, all the way up to 1400. So I try to get them as closest to the money as I can. And I try to look for the highest volume. Like I said, you know, I'm just a rookie options trader. And I try to look at the open interest to make sure that the open interest in most cases is a little bit larger than, but not in this case. I just looked at the volume. Same as puts. I try to get as closest to the money as I can, and I'll be looking at the highest volume because that's where most people I think are interested. But I could be wrong.
AKLI.
Randy's going to give a ballsy call.
NFLX. NA.
This market will pull
MS.
back within 3 days. Well,
JBL.
this is what Pow Pow's going to say. If you remember,
FNCH.
2 weeks ago, Smellin' Yellin came out and said that she is finally going to work with the investor. And I say, what? And ever since then, we've had a real nice run. Besides that, I mean, it pole vaulted it. Remember me telling you that in the room? We're going to work in the investors. So that means no more rate hikes, maybe a rate cut. I don't want that one. Well, let's see it like that.
XMTR. AUUD. ALGN. URI. AYYC.
I'll be right back.
GBCI. Pi. MDY. MPWR. NNDM. WMS. DIRS. AUUD. 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 WSO. SDA. SDA. GLBS. SDA. SDA. SDA INM. JBL, EXPI, ACLS, GBCI, XMTR. NVDA.
I wonder where that UVXY is
NSGL.
today. After this run.
CAR. CSCO, SBUX.
There's a nice call on Lulu in here.
ASML.
Well, it's still held up. UVXY.
SDLX. Uber. CHPT. NVDA. MS. URI. NGCX. VMW.
Oh, it just, yes, the SPX does decay. But not on the same
IMCY.
day. Not like it does on the same day as the SPY. It's a much powerful trade.
DKNG.
But
EUMAN.
it will decay on you if you don't watch it. It drops, and
Octo.
it'll drop just as fast as
Miro.
it goes up.
NFLX. HRI. MTH. Octo. Octo. JBL.
Oh man, it's already 2:37.
ZJYX. QNRX. SDA. NVDA. NVDA. VMW. URW. RRX. MEDP. GBIO. 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 REVG. Reg. NFLX. JBL. SDUX. ENPH. Cost. WSO. GWW. SOX. NCR. INTDY. ELF. QNRX. BTDR. SLN. SLN. SDA. EXAS. KLR, KLR, mu, KLR, EQIX, KLR, AXDX, SO, ALGINBK, AVGO, CYTH, CYTH, JBL, KLR, 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 KLR,
Watch
CYTH.
Boeing here, see if it finds support off the
And
200 SMA.
KLR, KLR, MDB, PCTY, Iron, CYTH, Uber, EPAM, ELF, ENPH, APPF, CTAS, CYTH, NVCR, Snow, MTL, Cars, GME, EXPI, MS, Mu, SKYW, XBFI, BFRH,
You know, I
Cassie.
nailed that support real good.
IDXX,
I called this back at
Hubs.
2114,
MPWR,
and we nailed it. I mean, perfect. Almost to the penny.
ONEQ,
Wow.
FSLR, CHPT, CYTH, AAPL, PAYC, Bio, AXDX, Uber, CYTH, ONEQ, CYTH, CSCO, Iron, CYTH, 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 GMQ, INCY, ASO, BTDR, Mo, NFLX,
Netflix.
ANSS, CYTH, MS,
Morgan
All
Stanley bounced off the support that I called.
J,
It's a previous high. Right there. Bounced off the
CSCO,
200 SMA.
Lee, SDA, INCY, MSI, CHPT, AIH,
Spy buy 430 calls.
OMH, ADB, AMTR, OMH, OMH,
SPXs, man. That's another $400
Pen,
if I'd have took that trade.
DIS,
This dip right here, it was down around 900, 875.
INBX. CHPT. Cost. HTGM.
Very good.
ILMN. IFBD.
Have I heard of what?
BLD. Reg. DCP.
SPY futures? No. Just trade the SPY.
MA. BTDR. ILMN. DIS. ADB. LIZI. EQIX. PACST. AXDX. Cost. JFIN. Meta.
Meta.
Pen. AUID. ACLS.
Meta hit my resistance. 433. No, that's a SPY. I typed in Meta. know I did.
SKYW. AUID. AXDX. XMTR. LEN. Cost. EFX. EEIQ. WMT. EXPI. MA. DIS. XMTR. SITM.
Hello, MJ Trader.
ADB. CRIS. CHPT. LMT. EXPI. WMT. ZJYL. ADB. Pen TMO. Lee, Len. ALGN. L.
IWM just hit the
INTU,
200 SMA.
SDA.
Watch the IWM here.
Hubs.
We're into close. I ain't gonna mess with it.
EXPI.
I'm done.
WMT.
I'm really done for the day. I've had a good
CSCO.
day.
Coup.
We'll watch the IWM
ADBS.
here. Shoot. Sorry.
SEDG, WSSFT, HSLR, IHVG, DSLR, Meta, Watt, XMTR, Vera, Cat, Mind, PAYC, MTN. WLK, AUUD, LMT,
I could have even took Meta just a little bit ago
AUUD.
and made money.
AUUD,
10 more minutes.
AUUD, AUUD, LMAT, APAM,
Remember, there's a delay on the YouTuber.
LMAT, BC,
Double bottom on Bank of America.
CTM,
Called this dip here, but not that one.
ALT,
That's a nice call.
ORCL,
Oracle.
ELF, AAPL, CGNT, DUOL, ZJYL, LRC, ASML, MDB, DIS, SNPS, Cost, EXPI,
So we'll talk
NBMI,
about this trade here. When that,
OMH, UFPT, OMH,
when that GM news come out, do anybody remember?
OMH, CHPT,
No, that ain't
LRT,
GM. I'm not talking about GM. Hold on.
ARDX, CHPT, OMH,
That's when I made this call.
Reg,
Okay, I had a resistance level.
SCDG,
I posted on the
X-ray.
8th that I needed 3205 to break.
INSG, DEC,
That I needed
URI,
3205 to break.
ENPH,
And I had this
SKYWH,
alert
DPZ,
on the 1st
CMG,
at 31
VRTV,
something.
CMI, LAD,
June 16 calls,
SPSC,
$32 strike
CBRL,
at
MLTs,
64 cents.
PHI, CHPT, ALDX,
I scalped them already.
Plug, Hubs, AAPL, INCY, BLDP,
The $32 strike is now at it hit 162 today. But last week I called it off
FSLR.
this trend line right here.
TH. ENPH. Cost. WDAY. AVGX. IDXX. EQIX. EXPI. ACB. MPWR. KLAC. XMTR.
Intel had that big deal. Had this little knife. It's called a head and
Car.
shoulders. There's your shoulder line.
CMG.
That's a wedge. I think it's going to go a lot higher. I really do. I got shares of it.
IVDA. CHPT.
We got to break this 33.18. If we break the 33.18,
ALDX.
your next resistance is going to be right around here. Right around 34,
TSLA.
35 bucks.
VMW. Watt. SEA.
Right
TDY.
around 35.01 for double top break booyah.
Vlad. IDXX. INBX. Miro. TH.
Well, thanks everybody on
UPXI.
YouTube for watching. Remember, there's a delay.
SDA. PIN. ARABs. CRNC. UFPT. HPPC. ALDX. TMPO. MPWR. DCP. FCUV. DEC. Phi. INBX. JRCL. RH. ICLR. NAPAM. CMG. INCY. MA. CGNT. FDN. SBUX. MEDP. Miro. ASML. RVTY. TH. SEDG. ALVO. LSDI. Bio. URNM. INCY. URA. BWXT. BWXT. MO. IRTC. Reg. ORCL. LMNR. SBUX. NET. CGNT. Jack. CTAS. SNAP. FIX. CSL. EQIX. BLD. CMG. APPF. SEDG. UFPT. Pen. Uber. Up. ACUV. NSA. HYLN. FCUV. ANSS. SEHNRDS. NVDA. Meta. SPSC.
NVIDIA getting squeezed.
Cost. INTU. INQQVGTMO. SALGNU. CSASML. MP. WNAM. SOXX.
Man, look at that. We nailed that one.
IMDX. IDSYC. LGIAKLAC. Rock. TDG. AVG. NTGU. WST. VEEV. WSTRM. SLD. GMCH. LMNR. NNDM. ICUW. WNAM. CCORMDDL.
All right. I hope everybody had a great day today. I gotta check this NVIDIA ticker out here. My NVIDIA call from 395 went to 650, and we're at 615 right now. So that's a pretty one. Okay, well, YouTubers, thanks a lot for showing up. Please hit that like button, subscribe. We had a pretty good day today. We nailed every bottom. Perfect. I mean, for NVIDIA example, let's just go ahead and go through this real fast and we'll sum it up with this one here. So I'm going to clean the chart up. We opened up at a resistance level and we couldn't break it. We opened up and just went straight across. So this morning when we dipped on down, I started calling out the snake. I seen this here look pretty attractive. And it broke out and it came back down. Well, when it came back down that second time, when I called it out, you're talking about a triple bottom. Uno, dos, tres. So we took that call and run it all the way up to the 200 and exit the trade. Then we did the same thing. It came back down and hit a double bottom, which was the triple bottom from the double bottom from the previous day. We got in that trade, run it up to the 200 and got out. It came back down again and hit the shoulder line of the double-headed snake. Two-headed shoulder, two-headed inverse head, a two-headed inverse head and shoulders. And it came back down to the shoulder blade and we called that one out and run it up. Then at the end of the day, we created a flag and it started to squeeze. And once it started to squeeze, boom, to yesterday's highs. I've really emphasized how important it was to look at yesterday's lows and keep an eye on them triple bottoms. So I called this trade out. 1, 2, 3. And that was right out when it started squeezing into the flag. And boom. Tesla the same way. We came in here and caught it off the shoulder line, called it out first thing this morning. You got the head, it came back and hit the shoulder, established shoulder, and then boom. Inverse head and shoulders. The IWM was another good call today. I was really impressed with this one here. Nailed this perfect at the bottom down here. Just very good profit money on this one here. The SPX. Did I already do that one? No. Another one that we caught right off the 200. It was a triple bottom. First thing this morning. Nailed it. Called this one out. Run it from just under $1 up to 600. Got back in it at 5, or run it to 5. Got back in it at 5. after it broke out and run it up to 1120, and it ran all the way to 15 something. Meta, if you come in this morning and you trade like I do, you saw this hit the 200 SMA and you took advantage of that. It broke out, came back to the neckline of that head and shoulders, and bounced off the neckline. Then you had all the way up to 271, which came from 20-day chart, which is an equilibrium right there, and it bounced off the 200 on the 1 hour time frame. So we called this one out last week a couple times off the 200. I like using that 1 hour when it comes to using that 200 and trying to use that as an equilibrium or a pivot point. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And we'll catch you all tomorrow. See you later, YouTubers.